couple pop-ups while I've been out here. Shout out to the Smokers Club. Shout out to Astor's Club. It's really cool to pop up and like be able to buy a bud and smoke and vibe and chill. So hopefully some of these, true players get licenses out here.
Yeah, because they're having dinner parties now where it's like the food is cooked with
weed.
Yeah, with weed. Like, come through. We're having pizza parties and everything.
Well, I'm coming to New York for sure. We're putting all our resources into bringing cookies to New York. But what we're going to do is like the first person I partnered with in NY was Branson.
Shout out to Branson.
I didn't want to come out here and go right to the rappers or anything like that. Shout out to all my brothers who've been asking me to do things, but Branson's been an OG for a long time. So Absolutely. that was the first person I wanted to do a deal with. Like, let's get them triangle bags all through the city again and have you feel comfortable about doing that. So we've been bringing him around and showing him like what the rec game looks like, and his mind's blown from it.
Well, let's get into it.
Last thing, bucket list. All right, because you talked about that earlier, and it's a song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
So what were some things on your bucket list that you had to accomplish?
Well, I definitely want to take my kid to Spain and out here to New York. I told my daughter we're going to start traveling soon.
Yeah, she's an entrepreneur too, right?
Yeah, she's an entrepreneur for sure. I'm just teaching her about life. I think some of the lineups on these records was bucket list. I think doing an album like Gotti, where I actually really rolled it out and put respect on it, was bucket list. And doing a record with Pac is bucket list. And, there's...
Is that record on the album?
I can't wait to see what happens great to me in 2022. Listen, all of you motherfuckers that post that shit, I hope you understand. And if you don't understand yet, you start to understand now. That if that is your mentality, if your mentality is, I can't wait to see what happens, you are going to get fucking shit as a result. Because life does not reward people who wait to see what happens.
try to create your own style. I've seen a lot of these people go from style to style until it became their own, right? Whether that be a signature way you do your line work, a signature way you do your shading. And I'll give you an example, Jose Lopez. A lot of people don't talk much about what Jose Lopez has contributed to the actual look and the distinct look of black and gray. He's taught a lot of guys that came underneath him. But his style, you look at Jun Cha, it's like Jose's style of capturing black and gray. He does this illustrator style where it's still very realistic. It's still very soft black and gray. But it's almost like he takes, 5 different shades and he sort of compartmentalizes each shade and he makes it play into the next one in just some really cool flow. So when you see a Jose Lopez tattoo, being distinctive, go the extra mile with your art, your settings, your behavior. If we parlay this key principle number 1, being distinctive, into your studio, in branding that, set yourself apart. Put the